We are pouring quite a bit of resources into this. We are stepping up our patrols, and we have provided a heightened level of monitoring of all our Jewish facilities within the division.
That is the latest from police on their hate crime investigation into what happened here at this North York condo building over the weekend, an act that targeted the Jewish community. Now, this latest incident is just the most recent act of hate to pop up in our city, and today community leaders banded together to say it has to stop.
I met with a number of the residents who had been targeted, and they were understandably very shaken up, and they were scared.
Messages of hate crudely scrawled on paper affixed to residents' doors here at this condo on Beecroft Road. Mezuzahs, a Jewish scroll, ripped from the doorways. Today, religious and civic leaders stood in front of the cameras to say this kind of hate must not be allowed to spread in our city.
My fellow members of the Jewish community, I say, let's take these attacks very seriously and be extremely aggressive about holding whoever it is accountable. But we dare not be marginalized and recede into the shadows. Let's not be intimidated.
The mayor joining in on the condemnation to stem fears that hate has its hold on the city.
We can never accept in this city, especially in this city, but we shouldn't accept anywhere in the world, that any kind of hatred expressed by one faith against another or by one group of people against another based on any attribute, whether it's faith or skin color or sexual orientation, is normal. It's not normal behavior.
It comes after another incident late last week when a small group of protesters took part in an anti-Islam demonstration outside a downtown mosque on Friday. This month, Amnesty International issued its annual report warning human rights are at risk globally, with rising levels of fear and disunity, that the language of we and they being trumpeted by leaders like Donald Trump is spreading.
Our concern is that there's been so much this demagogue approach in world leaders that it's almost as bad as the 1930s was, and that is a big concern.
Today, the CEO of B'nai B'rith Canada called the attacks against Jews in our country the new normal.
Unfortunately, we get calls every day from all sorts of different locations. We see workplace harassment, we see it at the universities, we see it at home.
The mayor's certain Toronto will remain a leader in acceptance, despite hate showing up on residents' doorsteps in recent days.
We have thus far escaped much of this kind of polarization that is going on in other parts of the world all over the place. And I think that is why we're here today, to say that that kind of nasty infection of hatred, and that polarization that's going on in so many parts of the world has no place here.
As for this hate crime investigation, police say they are going through some video surveillance to determine persons of interest in the case. However, they have no suspects' descriptions at this time.